suggesting anything to you that would enable you to feel this positive tension and respond to it, to know the vision of life that your loving Creator God has for you. I want to end this message by talking about a prayer from the Psalms. It's really a request to be given the right vision and not the wrong one. It goes like this. Lord, remind me how brief my time on earth will be. Remind me that my days are numbered, how fleeting my life is. You've made my life no longer than the width of my hand. My entire lifetime is just a moment to you. At best, each of us is but a breath. We're merely moving shadows, and all our busy rushing ends in nothing. We heap up wealth, not knowing who will spend it. And so, Lord, where do I put my hope? My only hope is in you. The psalmist wants God to remind him how fleeting his life is, and sometimes God does that. I was at the gym recently, and I was waiting to get on one of those Nautilus machines that looks like something you might see at the Torture Museum. And there was this guy on there, he looked about 20, and it looked like he was finishing up, and so I said, can I have that? And he looked at me and he said, "Sir, it's all yours." And I'm like, that was the first time I've heard "sir," right? Someone seriously addressing me by the word "sir." And I'm like, crap. It's like finding your first gray hair. And I'm thinking, man, I feel like I'm 20 inside. And then I start doing the math, and I'm like, you know what? That was half a lifetime ago. Half a lifetime ago. The psalmist says, my life goes by so fast. And it's funny that that's always a surprise to us, even though it's inevitable. The psalmist says, I see other people rushing around, trying to heap up wealth, trying to acquire, trying to attain security, but it's all in vain. I don't want that to be my vision, because that vision cannot sustain something as weighty and potentially and glorious as a human life. But God, I know that without your help, that's the vision that I'm going to buy into. The psalmist says, I want a better vision. I want your vision for my life. What is your strategy to grow? How will you overcome the tension that is working to keep you right here so that you can move over here? I say, you work at it with all your heart. You keep it your personal focus. I say that if you haven't done so already, invite the Holy Spirit into your heart and your life so that you can have that divine power. You can count on that divine power to create this positive tension that will also pull you in that direction. And third, I say you invite spiritual friends, mentors, and accountability partners to come alongside you. Put all of your efforts to grow emotionally, intellectually, and spiritually in the context of authentic Christian community. And if you're not sure what strategy you're going to use, then I want you to do this. Sometime today, when you're all alone, I encourage you to do what the psalmist did. Imagine that it's the last day of your life. Ask God, when that day comes, what will be my biggest regret? Ask God, what's the part of my life that I'll look at and say, dear God, I wish I'd turned that over to you sooner. And just ask God and then trust Him to let you feel the tension. People grow best when they're connected in the context of community. How's your connection these days? Would you bow your heads, and I'll lead you in a prayer, and then our band will come up.